there's Oscar talk around this new movie. Are you excited or does that make you nervous? Do you not want to talk about it?
Nervous. I'm just like, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, I have a really great career. I've gotten to work with Jane Campion is like getting an Oscar. You know what I mean? Just working with her is like was one of my dreams in life.
Yeah. Who do you play? You want to talk about your character?
Yeah, I play Rose. She's a widow. She runs an inn. It's the 1920s in Montana, and
Rose looks sad.
Rose is sad.
Rose doesn't look happy.
Rose is being. I marry my real life partner Jesse in the film, and I move into this massive Montana ranch, and his brother starts to gaslight me, and he doesn't want me in the house. So he basically psychologically tries to torture me into like going a little mentally crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I turned to alcoholism to cope and even be in the home.
Wow, that sounds horrible, all of that. And also, it must be kind of fun to play, though, as a character.
I don't know. She was kind of like, she wasn't fun to play. Yeah.
It's kind of a drag.
Like a lot of old feelings of feeling bad about yourself, like going back into my own history of times when I felt like really insecure or bad about myself, or like someone else was trying to control me somehow, or just really things that you deal with mostly as like, I would hope, like, as a young person, just been navigating.
Hopefully, you've worked through by the
Exactly. So, so for me,
that's hard to revisit that emotion, though.
Just, I mean, it's important for this role, but not a fun place to live in. I definitely felt more insecure while making the project than I had in a long time, just in my own brain.
Yeah, that sounds emotionally exhausting. I am so intrigued to see this. Okay, you set it up nicely. I'm happy, and then it's sad. So your character, you said, is an alcoholic, right?
Yeah, so she turns to alcoholism to cope with, or alcohol to deal with, even being in the home. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a secret to playing a drunk on camera?
I actually do have one very good trick that Allison Janney taught me. On Drop Dead Gorgeous. I was supposed to be kind of out of it in
Oh my God, I love Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. I love Allison.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but it's like one of my favorite things. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so she taught me to spin around in a circle a bunch. So a lot of times when I'd come out, it works. A lot of times when I'd like come out of the house, like screaming for my child, I'd have to be a little stumbly. So I'd stand up. You want to do it?
I do. I do. I'm like, wait, if you're like...
So close your eyes.
Oh, shoot. Okay,
we're rolling.
We're rolling.
And
how many times?
Action.
Okay.
All right, get out there, Kelly. How do you feel? Like you feel a little funky, right? Yeah, you need a hand. Exactly. Okay, that's and that's how
a really good
That's a good, that's a good trick.
Also, if you have a headache, don't do that.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
You're just going to feel sick for the rest of the show. I feel a little dizzy now, too. I'm like,
all right, well, so much of this movie is about self-worth.
Yeah.
And what were some of the steps you took to work on your own self-worth? Because I feel like you touched on this a bit, just because when we're younger, it was always like, it's easier to be, were you more like appeasing to others, like of what they wanted? And because you mentioned, you said like if you were in situations where somebody might have been controlling. I feel like I experienced that when I was younger as well.
I mean, I feel like when people are in power, if they don't handle power well, they take it out on younger people, especially young talented people, and they want to like control that, or like a boyfriend sees, or, it's just unhealthy people throwing their crap at you. You know what I mean?
So it's projection 101.
That's all it is. And so I've definitely had things like that happen in my life. And, then you realize, oh, actually, I want to go out with someone who's really nice to me. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm a nice person.
Oh, weird. I want someone to treat me nice. And like, I
love the role, though. I think a lot of people, unfortunately, will relate to that environment. Like, a lot of people have been there before.
Well, in work or in like relationships, really anything. There's a serious thing happening in the film where he'll just, we have this scene where I'm playing piano, and he trumps me with his artistry of playing this banjo really beautifully, playing the same piece as me. And it's like those things that just, those little things he just like...
Story topper.
Yeah, he just like makes me feel awful about myself. But then Rose is in a zone where it's like a little thing like that can really make her feel worthless. And so she's in a place of people-pleasing, Rose, very much so, where she doesn't want to upset the household, and instead of just talking to her, husband about it, which, it's difficult in that time. I think, women were probably expected to play a different role.
Yeah.
And so she swallows a lot.
By the end of it, do you feel empowered, or do you want to cry?
I think... Rose is, I think, empowered by the end.
Okay,
She's
okay.
at peace, I think.
Okay, I'm so excited. Okay,
Yeah.
and the like evil brother, I will call him.
Yeah.
It's Benedict Cumberbatch. Is that who's playing?
Yeah.
I love him.
He's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great cast.
The cast is amazing, and it's one of his best performances in his career, I think. And Cody, who plays my son's incredible. I keep wanting to talk about him more, but then I'm like, I can't give that away. But he's. Yeah, it's a Jane Campion movie. For those of you who don't know, she did the piano, and she's just like one of the best directors out there.
I'm so excited.